I never thought my life would change with a single slip of paper. The day I scratched that lottery ticket and saw the winning numbers, I nearly dropped to my knees. After years of living paycheck to paycheck, worrying about bills, and counting coins at the grocery store, I was suddenly a millionaire. It felt like a miracle, a reward for all the struggles I had endured as a single parent raising my only son. But what I didn't know was that this blessing would turn into the most painful test of my life. At first, I wanted to keep it quiet. I wasn't looking to buy mansions or luxury cars. I just wanted to pay off my mortgage, secure a peaceful retirement, and maybe finally take a trip to places I had only seen in magazines. I told my son the news because he was family, my only family. His initial reaction seemed genuine: hugs, tears, and words like, "Mom, you deserve this." I believed him. But it didn't take long before the tone of our conversations shifted. Soon, he and his wife began hinting at things they needed. A new car. A bigger house. Money for vacations. At first, I gave small amounts here and there, thinking it was harmless. But their requests grew larger, bolder, and more demanding. When I hesitated, their smiles faded into frowns, and then into anger. My son, my own flesh and blood, started saying things like, "Don't be selfish. You wouldn't even have this money if not for me. You owe us." His wife, with a cold smirk, added, "If you don't help us, people will know the kind of mother you really are." Those words cut deeper than any knife. For years, I had sacrificed everything for my son, working late shifts, skipping meals, and wearing the same coat winter after winter so he could have shoes on his feet. To hear him twist that devotion into leverage broke something inside me. I tried to reason with them, to explain that money could vanish if we weren't careful, but they didn't want reason. They wanted control. The threats began quietly: snide comments, slammed doors, angry late-night calls. Then they escalated. My son told me, "If you don't give us what we deserve, we'll make sure everyone knows you abandoned your family." I couldn't believe the person standing in front of me was the boy I once held in my arms. My daughter-in-law fueled the fire, pushing him further, until I felt cornered in my own home. The breaking point came when they decided to go public. I turned on the TV one afternoon and there they were, my son and his wife, sitting under the glaring studio lights, talking about me. They painted me as a greedy, cold-hearted mother who hoarded her winnings while her family suffered. The words pierced my heart like arrows, but the lies cut even deeper. I sat there in my living room, shaking, watching strangers nod along with their story. It felt like the whole world was against me. But life has a way of revealing the truth. As their TV appearances grew, so did their arrogance. The producers began inviting me to give my side. At first, I refused, terrified of confrontation. But then I realized, if I stayed silent, their lies would define me. So, with trembling hands and a heart full of fear, I agreed. When I walked onto that stage, the bright lights nearly blinded me. My son's face hardened as he saw me, and his wife rolled her eyes. The host asked me simple questions: "Why haven't you given them what they want?" I took a deep breath and spoke from the heart. I told the truth, not just about the money, but about the years of sacrifice, the late nights, the love I had poured into raising my child alone. I admitted that yes, I had money now, but I wasn't going to destroy myself to satisfy endless greed. The audience was silent. Cameras zoomed in on my son and his wife, whose faces shifted from anger to unease. For the first time, they couldn't control the narrative. Viewers saw the raw pain in my eyes, the sincerity in my voice. And then, something unexpected happened: the audience began to clap. Not for my wealth, but for my courage. After that day, the tide turned. The world saw their true colors as their demands became more outrageous and their entitlement more visible. The public sympathy shifted toward me, and their appearances grew fewer until they finally stopped altogether. Our relationship was shattered, yes, but I realized something important: sometimes protecting your peace means standing firm, even against those you love. The lottery didn't change who I was. I was still the same mother, the same person who valued honesty, sacrifice, and love over material things. What it did was expose who others were when money was involved. It showed me that wealth can attract not just comfort, but also cruelty. And so, I chose peace. I built a life where I could finally breathe, travel, and enjoy the little things I once denied myself. Do I miss the son I thought I had? Every single day. But I learned that love without respect is not love, it's control. My story is not about money, but about courage, dignity, and choosing to protect yourself, even when the battle is with your own blood. Sparkles, by the end of this video, remember this: money may reveal people's true faces, but your strength can reveal your true worth.